Jupiter Robotics! Hello, welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? Has everyone had a good week so far? I can't wait to show you guys my one-piece print as promised that I printed last week. Hello, welcome to the stream, everyone. Has anyone been printing anything? If so, please let me know what you printed. Thank you, Tiffany is awesome. Joel should be fired. He slacked off from doing his stream last night. I think he did stream, didn't he? Did Joel not stream, guys? So Greg's was a day ago and Joel's was 5 days ago. Did Joel have a stream set last night? To be fair, we are pretty busy with a lot of campaigns and product launches coming up. So maybe he needed a break for that. Oh, Greg's was 2 days ago. Oh, shoot. Oh, so I guess Joel did miss his stream. Dang. Like I said, we're pretty busy here, chat. We're pretty busy. Joel's pretty on point with his streams, though. I feel like he might have gotten sick or something. Was Greg's stream good? I've been slacking on watching some of our streams lately, so please tell me. What do you guys talk about in Greg's stream? All right, Jupiter Robotics, I do have a cool print to show off. I want to show you guys the 14-hour print that you guys convinced me to do last week. But for those who missed it, I successfully printed this Pochita last stream, except the tail fell off, so I definitely have to reprint that. I shared this on Discord and actually got a lot of upvotes, so thank you guys for liking my little Pochita. I feel like right after I printed this, Pete printed a little Chainsaw Man by Wexter, so that was cool. But yeah, this guy just hangs out on my desk now. I've been getting a lot of requests to... Oh, you saw it on Joel's stream? He showed it off on his stream? That's pretty cool. What did he have to say about it? I'll have to watch his stream, actually. Please let me know. Positive things, I hope. Positive things, I hope. Yeah, my company group chat has been pretty supportive about all of the prints I've been making, and I think they're liking the fact that you guys are helping me with it as well. And so I definitely see some improvement here. If I were to show off what I printed like months ago, not good, not good. I think so far my smoothest print though has got to be the silk gold. You definitely you barely see the layer height, the layer lines. It just printed really silky too. So I might ask you guys to help me print another silk today. We're gonna go over some potential next prints for me. I'll give it like another minute or so to show off the one-piece print I made. But that's so cool to hear that my prints are being showed off on different streams. That's really cool. I'm glad that your efforts have been showing off on my prints. So I'll have to thank the chat. I really owe it to the chat for upgrading my printing skills. Although this one I'm not too happy about, so I'll mark this as a prototype. I think it's a little hefty too, so I might decrease the infill also. Also, can you guys hear the music in the background? Today's background music of choice is the Animal Crossing New Horizons Complete Soundtrack playlist. That is my choice of music today for you guys. I think Sonic and Mario Kart was a little overstimulating last week. But yeah, well, I guess I'll show off my print while we're here. So here's the devil fruit that I've printed. This is Luffy's rubber fruit. This is called the Gomi Gomi no Mi. This took 14 hours, and you can see on Discord that I dropped the link in for it. I even decreased the infill, but it's still a little hefty. For this top part, I should have actually color matched it more. I don't know why I was under the impression that the entire time the stem was green. But anyways, I printed this in purple because I was too lazy just to upload a new spool of filament in, which is upsetting because I actually have gold. So I feel like the gold with the purple finish would have been cool, but I don't know. I'm not hating on this either. So I just mixed some paint, and this is acrylic. Actually, you could probably see a little bit of the purple here. So yeah, I painted it green at first, realized it wasn't really green in most of the pictures and source material I looked at. And so I changed it to like this mustard color, which is more accurate to the manga and the anime. And so this is how it looks like. It took me 14 hours and a half chat to print this. I think I'm going to scale it down next time. I actually have like 5 people requesting me to print this for them, which is pretty cool. I post this on my like personal Instagram for my friends to all see. Yes, I will say this is probably the longest print I have done so far. I posted that in my company group chat, and Pete, Polymaker Pete, was like, that's child's play. He's currently working on a 2-day print. I think he has 11 hours left in that print. But I have my printer like directly where near I sleep. So 14 hours, I must say, is pretty long, and I did not find it pleasurable white noise to sleep to also. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely printed again, but maybe I'll leave my printer outside of my bedroom. Okay, so to talk about the print, this came out pretty well. Little bit of texture here though, if you guys can see here, but I think it's because I oriented it the wrong way. I probably should have added supports so it doesn't have this texture of support here. Yeah, I should have done it vertically instead of laying it down like this. So noted for the next print I do, because I'm probably going to paint it again. I actually like how it looks painted. It makes it look a little gritty. I don't know if I'm going to use the gold. I feel like that's just too much of a sheen. So let's talk about the print. So I didn't sand this at all. I'm not really happy with the texture here. I think this is also from the supports. So if you guys have any tips for me on how to improve this the next time, because if you can see here, lots of texture here. Also bad on my part also because I kept pausing my print maybe every 5 hours or so just so I could sleep, or filament got jammed or tangled. So you definitely see some obvious layer lines. Like you can obviously see here, if I put some light here, there's this line here where it stops. Let's see, I think there's 2 of those lines actually. Hello Polymorph, welcome to the stream. It's a little hefty though, I will say. It's definitely hefty. I think I'm going to decrease the size and infill. Get earplugs. If only. I don't know, maybe the next time I print this again, I'll start it at the very early start of the day and then make it run all day, and it'll be finished by like 10 p.m. so I could sleep. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it so far. This was on me. The line, at least, was on me. What layer height did I print it at? I think I didn't touch the layer height, so it was probably 0.2. It does feel satisfying, but I don't think I need it to be this heavy. It's a great paperweight, that's for sure. But if I'm going to print it for friends and I scale it down, I think I'm going to decrease the infill. Hello, Diablo Spawn 2. Welcome to the stream. Showing off my One Piece print. Overall, though, I am happy with how it turned out. But how do we avoid this? I don't know if it's from the supports or not. I used trees, and they actually came off, pretty easy. It's the only area that has that. The bottom turned out really well. It actually printed like this. So the whole printed like this at the bottom. So I don't know. Is it because of the trees? I did read online on MakerWorld that it did leave some marks and scuffs here. Like, I'm not really happy with this. Support interface spacing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. There's also some weird, maybe it's because my print stopped also, but there's also some weird gaps here if we look close enough. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's a little holy here. I don't know. Is it supposed to look like that? Is that normal for this type of print? Yeah, I definitely would like a more seamless print though. Okay, polymorph, I'm gonna need you to explain under extrusion. What does that mean? What does an under extrusion mean? Overall, pretty okay. Yeah, there are a lot of gaps. Not sure how I feel about that. If you have trypophobia, don't look, but yeah, these parts right here, I don't know if I like. Is it because it's spherical? Not enough filament is coming out. It's going too fast. Your nozzle is partially clogged. I don't think my nozzle is clogged. Although it could be that it's going too fast. Maybe that could be it. So how would I fix this polymorph? Would I decrease the printing speed, or should I get my nozzle checked out? Also, I don't know if this affects the print. I did pause it midway a couple times. So that could be it. I think that might be it, actually. Because there's some parts that look really good. No, I don't think the filament got wet at all. It shouldn't have been. So polymorph, I think this might be it. The filament shrinks when cooling, because I did pause it 2 or 3 times when printing just so I could sleep. You really don't want to pause prints, and if you do, ooh, yeah, okay. My mistake then. This is why it's a good prototype, because I think I paused it for like 4 hours. Actually, I paused it for 4 hours. Yeah, so that definitely could be it. Yeah, so if you see here, this is the first pause, and then this second gap here is the second pause. So definitely on me. Okay. If that's the case, then I will definitely keep that as note as for the next time I print. Now for these tree supports, what do you guys suggest the next time for this? Ooh, how do I experiment with wall printing order? Let me pull up my bamboo and we can look at the settings. I see you have a more concave shape there, but I usually use filler and fine sanding than paint. So I probably should have sanded this, but I'm not too keen on sanding yet. Let me share my window of what my settings were last time. Right, chat, if you can see, this is the modified value that I did last time. So layer height was 0.2, actually 0.12, that was the modified value. Lucky duck. So how does one experiment with wall printing order, though? Yeah, it does get really tedious. I thought about buying like those for nail salons. They have like little sanders. I was thinking about buying a mechanical drill bit for that, but I don't know how serious I am about it yet. Breathing in microplastics. I'll probably have to do it outside if I were to sand everything, which honestly I'm too lazy to do that. Hello, Bob from California. Welcome. Yeah, I'd probably have to wear actual PPE if I were to start sanding. I'd probably have to wear protective glasses and a mask. Under quality, walls and surfaces, walls printing order at least on Orca Slicer. All right, chat. Instead of printing something new, which I do want to print something new, I'll have you guys help me save this first. I actually do. So hi Bob, you just joined the stream, but I had made a Gum Gum Fruit from One Piece. It's a popular anime, but this was something I really wanted to print since I had just gotten a roll of purple filament sitting here for a while. So yeah, this is my most recent print that I had the chat help me with last week. So this time I'm gonna make multiple actually. I had printed this and a bunch of my friends like it, and I want to make more. So I'm thinking about making 4 of them, but I'm gonna scale it down this time. It printed well enough considering we just got to the bottom of it. It printed well enough considering I had just paused it. Not just, but I paused my print like 3 different times, and one of the times was for a like 4-hour interval. So to explain, you can see a lot of gaps here. There are definitely some imperfections. I'll show the chat again. Definitely some imperfections with the tree supports that plied off, which some said that I probably should sand, but I'm a little lazy for that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little lazy for that, so that part can't be helped, but definitely some imperfections from me pausing it. So I think the next time around, I'm just gonna let the printer send. Yeah, not bad for a full send. I mean, 14 hours for this print, one hell of a time for my first long print. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I mean, I'm not 100% happy with it, but I think because I'm not 100% happy with it, it'll make me improve for the next time. So now that you guys are here, I'm gonna add the screen back. I kind of want to ask you guys for help to kind of edit this so it could be better for my next print. And I'm gonna print maybe 4 this time. Yes, no printers were harmed in the process. I was thinking about it, honestly. I was thinking about it, chat. When my filament got tangled, I was this close to just stopping the print completely. Not harming my printer, because that'd be crazy. Although I did threaten to throw it out into the streets. But I was thinking about giving up on this print midway. So the layer height Bob from California was 0.12, actually. Yes, so layer height 0.12. I think I wouldn't mind print time if I extended the print time. I think I'll just have to deal with it. The first pause though was because my filament got tangled and I was out of the house for like 2 or 3 hours, so there was that. So I did get this as a suggestion, actually. Voice back? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Minor setback. I was just saying, polymorph, or who said it? Oh, Bob says, oh man, set it into Polymaker support and they'll get you a new one. That'd be so funny if I sent our own filament back. You can paint put that on in paint support settings. Interesting. So since we're here, I'm going to ask you guys to help me edit this. Okay, so I definitely want to scale it down. I'd blame the yeah, it's from all the sanding I did, guys. I blame the microplastics clogging into the audio stream. Nozzle jammed, guys. So I have 40 minutes with you guys left. So what I want to ask you guys is to help me scale this down and make this print better. So it's not bad, considering it was my first print. I like the scale, but we could definitely make it smaller. These are actually going to be gifts that I'm giving out when I make it smaller. So do you guys recommend I do it half, or what's the scale that I should scale it down to? All right, let's do 75%, chat. Scale, there you go. So how do I scale both to 75% at the same time? Oh. I don't have a ruler in hand. Sorry, Bob. I'll keep that in mind for next time. All right, chat, I'm going to ask you guys to help me scale. I've only done that once, and that was for the Pochita, but I literally just moved it up and down. Type in numbers. Okay, Bob, let's see. Oh, here's supports painting. Oh, there we go, scale. All right, leave uniform scale on, got it. So we have 3 different axes here, X, Y, and Z. Which one should I, for 75%, which one should I be touching, guys? Is it this one? And would I do the same here? It says it's already 75. They will all adjust. Okay, so I'm assuming if so I just scaled this down, but let me undo actually. So 91 and 75. This is where I'm confused. So how do I scale both of them? So uniform scale is on for sure. Size here, I guess it should be 75%. Is this correct, chat? Let me know if that was the right move, please. So, oh, what's 2400? I don't know what that is. Okay, the original scale was 2,328. Yes, that was. This is the original scale for anyone wondering. I have to do math for this? Damn. All right, undo. All right, here we are doing actual math. Okay, so, dang. 28.76 times 0.75. Okay, chat, so is 1,746.57. Should that be my new scale for the x-axis? So I'd have to do this for all, huh? Did that automatically scale everything? Since I have uniform scale, do I have to do it X, Y, and Z's if I already did X, guys? Please let me know. Okay, perfect. All right, so that one's done. Now I know how to do the second one. All right, so if the scale is 3.61 times 0.75, would the scale now be 2.7525? Right, I feel like this looks right, chat. let me know. Is this the correct scale? Uniform scale means the X, Y, and Z dimensions all change when you change one of those three values. Okay, that's definitely where I messed up last time when I tried to scale my Pochita, because I actually put in 75 instead of actually doing the math for it. So maybe that's why all of the parts didn't print out uniformly. All right. Like the chat says, let's slice the plate and see how long this takes. I actually do enjoy having to do all these edits live with you guys. It actually does help me learn. Polymorph, why not the height? Hi, welcome to the stream. Ooh, okay. You were close, Tenshel. It is 8 hours and 14 minutes. I feel like that's still pretty long, no? All right, I'm not sure if I like that, so let's go to 50% actually. Oh, got it, got it. So it's for more polymorph, it's more for like flat surfaces, huh? All right, let's work on the scaling again. So if I were to scale this down even more, chat, should I try 75% again? I definitely want it to be smaller. Yes, Twitch is the way to go. For 50%, use the original scale and multiply by 0.5. Gotcha. All right, let's undo all of this. All right, let's do this again. Right. New numbers 1164.38. Oh, that's a much better size. I like that. I like that. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy with that. Let's see, slice plate. Interesting. That's true. You don't need more height. I understand what you mean. Oh, I totally missed the time. 6 minutes. Oh, the total. Oh, that's just for the stem. I got too excited about that. Oh, you have a YouTube buddy now. Okay, 3 hours. Let's do 3 hours. That's so doable. All right, I quite like that. I do like that. All right. So I'm gonna print multiple. Let's do 4. Do you think that I need to make the hole bigger? If I properly scaled it? Also, I have no idea. Let's try this out. Actually, before I send it, you're right. Before I full send it, let's do a test trial. Actually, I'm actually just gonna put everything on one plate. TBH. There we go. I'm gonna all make it one color. Let's do that. All right, chat. Let's talk about the rest of the qualities. So 0.12. Who here thinks I should change my layer height? You could switch to print individually and it will do both. Also, I want to reorient this. I don't think I like that. I think I'm gonna make it stand this time and see if that prints better. Talking about sequential printing. Bob and Polymorph, can you guys elaborate this for me? You could switch to print individually and it'll do both. But let's talk about quality. Are we happy with 0.12 height, guys, or should it be increased or increased? So I thought it was a bad idea to keep it up the first time too, which is why I printed it flat. But I also don't like this texture. I'm not sure if you can see it properly. I really don't like this texture when I laid it flat and how it looks. So what do you guys think for that? Standing would keep that peg round. It's smaller now, so more detail is required to make it not look like a meatball. I think it's called sequential printing if you have the two colors. It will print one in purple and one in green separately without doing color swaps. Oh, Bob, I actually don't have an AMS. You have two objects, X and Y, on the same bed. Sequential means the printer will print all of X first, then move on to Y instead of... Oh! Okay, I'm going to need you guys to help me edit that after. The stem would be weaker across the layer lines. Okay, so what I am getting at is don't do that. Lay it on its... Lay it down. Okay, I'll change it back to lay down. Okay, so now we talked about this. Since it's smaller, it definitely has more detail. So what should the layer height be, chat? So it's at currently 0.12. So would this be an increase or a decrease in layer height? Please let me know. Ask Nico. Says it's for the science of printing. He will fix that. I wouldn't go lower than 0.12. So quantum hailstorm, do you think I should increase my layer height then? Oh, atomic spark. Okay, I'll take this suggestion. I would change the profile to fine and then select, please walk me through how to change the profile to fine. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Time is not an issue currently. Obviously, this was 14 hours, so anything less than 14 hours, I will be grateful for. Under process dropdown. All right, let me find the process, guys. Be patient with me. Sorry, I really haven't messed with the settings, as you can see. Process. Oh, process. Okay, here's the process dropdown. Yep. Was this not it, guys? Change 0.2 standard to 0.16 quality. Oh, okay. High quality? Wait. Okay. Gonna use the modified value. We just finished up 283 pieces that were printed with 0.08 layer height for a project. Jesus, what did you print? Do I have the presets in this dropdown? Hold on, guys. Let me go back. Okay, here it is. Here are the modified values. Oh, here. I guess I should discard this modified value and go with the preset then, huh? Oh, did it not show, guys? Hmm. I think I want to decrease the infill density because the higher the infill density, the heftier the object is, right? So I want to make it, since it's so small, could I go down to maybe 8%, guys? Oh, Bob from California switched to Twitch. Potential, are you left alone on YouTube? Oh, welcome, Pez. Potential is now left alone on YouTube Live. Twitch only for Polymaker. Okay, 8% infill should be fine. All right, perfect. I will stick to gyroid then. Unless we want to go crosshatch. What do you guys think? Crosshatch or gyroid? Cubic or adaptive cubic? I actually haven't used that before. I have learned to reduce infill when printing decorative prints. Yeah, honestly, 15% infill for this was crazy. It did not need to be this hefty. I feel like I could... What's the lowest infill I can go with, guys? I've never tried cubic or adaptive cubic before. All right, Pez, question. Should I go, hear me out, 6% infill? I've never tried adaptive cubic, so let's try that today. Sorry, Pez, I got two vouching for adaptive cubic right now. So let's try adaptive cubic. I haven't tried that. I've tried gyroid. I've tried grid. But I think you guys aren't fans of grid, right? For science, right, Bob? Let's do 6. I think that's the lowest I've ever gotten. Honeycomb? I haven't tried honeycomb. I feel like that'd be fun. All right, chat. I need a vote. Give me your votes. Should I do honeycomb or cubic or adaptive cubic? Honeycomb or adaptive cubic? 3D honeycomb. There's more than one honeycomb. My God. 0% infill. Was it fragile, Bob? Go more wall mount and lightning. We did talk about adaptive. That's the one I hear most. So let's stick with adaptive cubic. All right. Adam, okay. Changed vote. Let's see. We're slicing. Oh, an object has, okay, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm going to move this back onto the other plate, actually. A 2mm nozzle. This one kind of knocks me out though. 300% scientist with 0% infill. Was it fragile, Bob? I don't know if I asked that yet. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's slice it again. Okay, let's see here. Oh, interesting. Let me see the bottom. Okay, interesting enough. Oh, 6mm thick walls. Holy crap. All right, chat. The next issue with this print was the tree supports. So I really didn't like the texture that it left here. So I'm going to need your help now on the trees or the supports. Someone mentioned that I should work on the support heights. So I request your assistance on that, please. Or I guess the walls is next, huh? Speed? All right, guys, I'm going to need your help with the walls now. If you force say 3mm walls, it doesn't matter if it's hollow. Where do I check the walls out, guys? Wall generator? Three or more. Okay, where do I work on the walls? Is it quality? Oh, it's under the strength tab. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Oh, here it is. 3. All right, let's do 3. Hi, rated printer. Showing off the print. I did not throw it on the ground this time. Not really happy with how the tree supports left this weird wonky ass texture, so I'm making a smaller one, and it is a success. It is a success, I will say. I'm like 90% happy with it, but I'm gonna make some more to give out as gifts now. That's what we're working on. All right, chat, I have taken your suggestion. Walls are at 3 now. Strength, does it matter what we use here, guys? Update, we're using adaptive cubic. Sparse infill density is 6%, which I'm pretty happy with. Or let's go with the lowest for science, 5%. Pez says 5. There are 2 ways to get thicker overall parameters. Either add more parameters or adjust the inner and outer wall line width. So I'm assuming it's this, so I'm going to do 3. Oh, we did do that earlier, I believe. I have some advice for you and everyone. Bamboo Lab has amazing courses for all printers and for slicers. Oh, I'll have to go check out the Support Academy. Thank you, Pezliz. Print the ball with the hole up. Oh, that's actually a good idea. There is a difference between 3 shell layers and shell thickness. 3 shell layers would be 3 layers thick. 3 shell thickness would be 3mm thick. So I'm assuming we're talking about this. So do I need to change this to 3? At J Palmer, if you want to see the difference. Oh, you're right, Pezliz. Maybe I could start the course next weekend on stream with you guys. Okay, but first, I like the suggestion from Diablo Spawn. Let me reorient this actually. Nope, not Leon face. Not that one. Someone had mentioned that I should try splitting it, but honestly, I don't want to have to glue it together. I'm so sorry. I respect the suggestion, but I'm not too keen on gluing them together. All right, chat, what do we think? The hole is on top now. You could also try scaling it up to take the entire build volume. Should decrease print time significantly. I actually scaled it down because I wanted to make it smaller. Doesn't it only choose wall thickness in millimeters when loops aren't enough? Tiffany is getting into the printing 201 questions. What are the printing 201 questions, Polymorph? Also, you could see what the effect is by going... I'm going to do 3 wall loops. Let's try that. I could add pins, but I'm trying to be a little bit low effort here. Maybe the next time. I actually am going to try printing multiples. This will be a prototype to see if I like it. And if I like the settings for this, then I'll print multiples. Just leave the 2 halves out in the sun for a while. It'll be fine. Honestly, I live in Texas, so if I leave it out in the sun, it will probably just melt. I'll have like a pool of filament, melted filament. Oh, right. Someone mentioned painted supports. Let's go look at that. I've actually never even heard of painting supports. So guys, I'm going to need your help with this now. What the heck do I do? I did see on our Discord someone printed a really cool ice cream, melted ice cream splat. So that was cool. Let me actually share that. So pause for the printing for a while, but I wanted to take time to highlight this really cool print from Dilly Gaff. Really cool little splat here. Although I do see a little bit of layer heights here, layer lines. Oh, that's you, Diablo Spawn. Yes, yes. I was scrolling through our Discord today and I thought it was a really cool print. Instant art, it's a win-win. No need to print the whole thing to see if it will be what you want it to be. If you want to see what it looks like, split it. Only print 10% to see what it looks like. Ah, Jay Palmer, I want to do that, but the part of me feels so guilty for wasting filament like that. 10 out of 10 print. Another one that was cool was this Labubu. I see the fur. The fur is an interesting choice also. Polymaker Nico said he printed a 2-day Labubu for his wife, which I thought was very funny because then we got a bunch of other coworkers saying that they also are printing Labubus for their wives. That's true. I'll start thinking of it like this, Jay Palmer. No more layer lines. I could just blow it with a torch. Hello, Peekaboo. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, not to derail so much, but this was the Chainsaw Man that I was talking about. Pete did a great job. Very Wexter. A very Wexter-like design. My Pochita, of course. Thank you guys for showing support and love for my Pochita. Also very cool. Is this hedgehog? Is this zombie hedgehog in here, by the way? If you're not wasting filament, you're doing it wrong. I already wasted like a bunch of filament trying to print this dang guy a couple times. One not 3D printed Labubu for pets. That's the free heathen maker. Yeah, I always get confused. Is this zombie or is this you, bearded printer? Holy cannoli. You know what? 10 is good enough for us. Thank you for purchasing from us, Diablo Spawn. Oh, right. Back to the support. Sorry, guys. I derailed a little too much. Sorry. All right. Back to this guy. Painting supports. I've never done this before, so what should I do? The words Labubu and cool do not belong in the same sentence. We got a Labubu hater from Tony Wright here. All right, painting supports. Select manual supports. Let me look at this again. Painting supports. Select manual supports under supports tab. Supports tab, let's see where that's at. Camera angle is important. You can change the size of the pen to paint larger or small gears. Let's look at that. Let's see here. Let's see what we have here. Sorry, guys. Almost dead center of the screen. Oh, here we are. Sorry, guys. Manual, normal manual. Is this where we're at? Oh, can you guys hear me again? Type normal manual or tree manual. Which one? Tree manual? Oh, okay. Let's see. Try snug. It tends to have less contact with print. Where do I find snug, guys? Default tree slim, tree strong. Oh, here it is. There we go. Style? There we go. Sorry, guys. I had it tree manual. It's normal manual now. I found it. All right, guys. Anything else? Jupiter Robotics, I have an A1 Mini. Thank you for answering. Yes, Pez, I have an A1 Mini. That is the guy I have right now. All right, guys. Anything else I should edit? If not, I'm going to full send it. Oh, let's slice it to see the time. Okay, doesn't change the time that much. 3-hour print. What the heck is this, guys? Don't get that A1 Mini wet or feed it after midnight. For sure, for sure. Although, confession time, I did spill some tea at the base of it, so I think it's fine. I think it's fine. But guys, what the heck is this support here? What the hell is this? That is a lonely support. What is that? What the heck? Okay, is that supposed to be a lonely support that I have here or what, guys? Do I have to edit something? Rotate, you have to go in and draw it on. Oh, okay, going back. All right, guys, how the heck am I supposed to draw this on now? Oh. I was assuming that, but we hadn't gotten to the drawing yet, so I wasn't sure when that was coming. It's kind of a lot to explain live. A crash course is better. You have to tell the slicer where to put the supports. Yeah, let's do normal auto. Would that make a difference? Maybe painting it on might be a little too advanced for me right now. Okay, we're gonna rely on auto. Let's see. What do you guys think for this? I just changed it to auto. Here are the supports now that it's auto. Are we happy with this? Is this too many supports? I changed it to normal. Yeah, let's do tree. I actually did tree auto for the last one. Do you guys think I should do default or what kind of tree should I do? Tree organic? Bearded printer, please send me the hot dog file and I'll print that next. I don't have hot dog colors, but I'll surely try. All right, chat, this looks a lot better. Three hours and 57 minutes, not bad. More like a burnt hot dog. No, bearded printer, no. I'm trying to do as minimal time as possible. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna send it. Printer on. I think I'm really happy with how this looks. Send it good. Now it's a flower. Oh, the sound of my printer. I really wanted to come on here to print something new today, but honestly, I wanted to perfect this. So the next stream, I promise I'll bring something new to the table. Maybe the hot dog, the organic hot dog. All right, guys, I sent it. It is now printing a free-range hot dog, organic, grass-fed hot dog. You can turn off the printer sounds if you want. I didn't know you could do that. It's kind of satisfying, though, to keep it on. All right, chat. I feel like that's all the time I have today. Is it finished yet? The first prototype was finished. Or are we talking about the hot dog? All right, let me get this hot dog down. What a goofy looking hot dog. For all the chat wondering, the print, yes, I sent it in. All of the settings are done now. Tune in 5 hours on Discord and I'll post it in there, guys. What an interesting hot dog. All right, guys, that's all the time I have today. Thank you guys again for helping me with my stream. I've enjoyed it once again, learning so many things. Tony Wright, tune in 5 hours. Thank you guys for all of the tips. Hopefully this one turns out great, and I'll see you my next live stream or on Discord. Bye, guys.